Hey everyone, this is Mike. Today is going to be a quick video about the hotfix that came in this morning for Castrum Litore, as well as some other stuff, considering the Bozjan Southern Front, as well as the relic actually, because they also updated the second step of the relic to be a little bit easier to obtain when doing the fates. So I'll just go over the changes first, and then I'll talk about what I think about them later, where they good, where they needed, all of that kind of stuff. So first of all, the drop rate for the loathsome memories of dying has been increased for critical engagements inside of the Bozjan Southern Front. If you don't know what these are the items that you need for the very first step of the relic from patch 5.45. So the 15 items that you can obtain by either doing the critical engagements or by doing the A Realm Reborn 24-man raids. The drop rate before this patch used to be about 20%. Not quite sure how much they have increased it by, but I will be testing it out for going for my second relic. So I will update the description of this video with the actual drop rate once I do know what the drop rate for this is going to be. Secondly, the drop rate for the haunting memories of dying and the vexatious memories of the dying have been increased for fates in applicable areas. These are the items that you need for the second step that only needs to be completed once. So again, either the 24-man raids from Heavensward, 24-man raids from Stormblood, or doing fates in Orthard and Girabania. Again, the drop rate for these pre-patch used to be about 10%, and I unfortunately enough cannot test this myself, so I'll need to wait until someone else does the testing on Reddit or something like that. I'll keep an eye out for that, and then again I'll update the description when I do know how much the drop rate has been increased by, because it was really bad. So maybe this will make it a little bit better to do fates instead of just spamming the 24-mans. Then the loathsome memories of dying obtained from completing Castrum Litore has been increased from 1 to 5. So again, this is for the very first step. Apparently it was a guaranteed drop from Castrum before. I did test this back when I did my first relic, and I did get one drop from Castrum. I just didn't know that it was guaranteed. Now I do know, and the number is now going to be increased from 1 to 5. So that's actually a pretty big difference if you're going to be farming for it inside of Bozja. And then last but not least, they've also made 2 extra changes to Castrum Litore to make it a little bit more incentivized to do it when it actually spawns. First of which is that the amount of Bozjan coins that you can obtain from the personal spoils inside of Castrum have been increased from 26 all the way to a maximum of 100, so that's actually a pretty big change over there. And on top of that, clearing Castrum is now also going to reward you with mettle, elegant tomestones of revelation, or experience points. So of course mettle is the thing that helps you rank up inside of Bozja. Tomestones of revelation is our weekly capable tomestone, and it's going to be either the tomestones or the experience, depending on whether or not you're on a level 80 character or not, because you can use Bozja to level up alt characters if you want to do so. So if you're leveling an alt character, doing Castrum is going to give you some experience. Again, I can't test how much experience that is going to be because all of my jobs are level 80, but I can test out how much elegant tomestones of revelation you'll be getting by Castrum. So again, when I do finally get around to testing that out, I will leave that in the description of the video as well. So those are all the changes that were in today's hotfix. These are live at the moment as well. So overall, Bozja seems to be a whole lot better now than it was before. Will it be more efficient to do Bozja versus some of the alternative stuff? Not quite sure, because the A Realm Reborn 24-mans are really quick. If, however, the drop rate on the critical engagements is really high now, because they don't say it's 100%, then it might be okay to do it in Bozja now. Castrum giving you 5 though, that is a very big incentive to do Castrum. And even if you're not going after the relic, 100 Bozjan coins is really nice if you want to get some of that relic armor or upgrade your relic gear as well, because upgrading the relic gear, if you're unlucky with the RNG drops, actually costs you a lot of Bozjan coins. So getting 100 per run is going to help you quite a lot with this. And then on top of that, if the amount of tomestones that you actually get from doing Castrum is high enough, then this might actually be a worthwhile thing to do, to just cap your weekly tomestones, because that means that you can just go inside of Bozja, and if you have all of the different relic steps available to you, you can be getting a lot of different materials for your relics, whilst you're just capping your weekly tomestones, getting relic steps done, maybe farming for actions and whatnot if you want to go do the Liberum Reginae Savage. So I do think that these changes for Bozja were really good. Is this going to fix Bozja? Not 100% sure about that, because the memories of dying are still only a chance from the way that they've put it over here. But this is at least going to be making a very big difference for those that still need to go through Castrum, because Castrum was a very big bottleneck for people that had not done Bozja before and want to continue on with the relic, because you need to do Castrum for the story. And before this patch there wasn't really any incentive to go and do Castrum if you'd already completed it, because the only thing that you would really gain from Castrum were the actions, because Bozjan coins you could get outside of Castrum, metal you could not get inside of Castrum at all, so it wasn't really any incentive to do Castrum if you had already completed it. And right now I do think that the changes that they made to it is going to incentivize people a whole lot more to want to do Castrum, whether it be to cap your weekly tomestones, to get the coins, or even to get the loads and memories of dying. I do think making it a guaranteed drop all the way up to 5 is a really good change. So I'm definitely going to be going inside of the Bozjan Southern Front again to test all of this stuff out, to see how high the drop rate is, to see how many tomestones I can actually get from doing Castrum. Because I personally wanted to do Bozja for the first step of this relic, but I decided against it because the drop rate was just so horrible. With these changes I'm definitely going to be going in there though for my second relic, and then maybe get some other materials along the way for some other relics that I might want to be doing myself. The main reason why I'm still going inside of Bozja is because I want to do Delibrum Regine Savage, and I still want to get some extra actions for that to be as prepared as possible for when I do finally go and do that. So those are the changes in this patch. Decide for yourself whether or not you want to go inside of Bozja now to do these relic steps, or if you still want to do the alternative way, because the alternative way is still very efficient as well. I think it will just be a little bit more on par with each other, whereas before this patch came out, the alternative way was just way better than it was inside of Bozja. But that's gonna do it for me. I want to thank you for watching, I want to thank my patrons for supporting me, and I'll see you in the next one.